Hello everyone. I give you the graph here and I want you to find the domain and range for this graph. To find the domain and range from the graph, we know that the domain is all of the x values that the graph takes. So an easy way to determine that is to draw a beginning and an end to the x values. So I see that the graph begins from this value. I'm going to draw a line. And since the circle here is closed, then I'm going to draw a solid line. And then the end of the graph is this line right here. So I'm going to draw a line. And because this is an open circle, I'm going to draw a dotted line. Now you can see clearly that the graph begins from -2. We always scan from left to right. So it begins from -2 and it ends at 1 on the x-axis, and that is basically the domain of this graph. So the domain in this case is equal to, because I have a line here, a solid line, I'm going to represent that with a bracket, and then begins with -2, comma, it goes all the way to 1, but 1 is a dotted line, so that is represented with open parentheses like that. So that is how we represent the domain. Let's look at the range. The range is basically all of the y values the graph can take, which is the only way to find the range in our case is to graph the function and then look at all of the y values that the function takes. We scan from the bottom to the top, so the beginning of the graph is this line right here, and it's solid because the circle is closed. This line is y equals to 0. And then it goes all the way to 4. There is no open circle here. That means the 4 is also a part of the graph. So this line is 4 and it's a solid line. That means the range for this function is basically from the 0. We scan from the bottom to the top, and it goes all the way to 4. And on both sides, we're going to have brackets representing that all of the values are included in our range. So this is how you're going to find the domain and range from the graph of the function. I hope this helped you. Practice makes perfect, so make sure you try many versions of this question.